Good evening, everybody, and welcome to match 4 of Zeb316 versus rkctkc in this best of 5 Rat Bracket Finals. I am Invarial. I will be doing comms for this match. Sailor Jade is tracking Zeb316, and rkctkc are your racers. We will be getting going in just a couple of minutes. I have told them I need to stand up, walk around, refill my water, use the bathroom, do a bunch of important things before getting into match 4. I'm sorry, but I am only human. So, give us a minute to get ready for match 4. I leave you with this music. I will be right back. Yes, that absolutely would be a good idea. All right, both runners have readied up. Invarial has been removed from the race. The race will begin in 10 seconds. 9876. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stream delay. And both runners are off for match 4. We have a moonfall from Zeb, getting to the escape shaft. We have another moonfall from both Zeb and RK. And both runners head down the elevator at roughly the same time. That's a morphing ball on the morph ball pedestal, surprising nobody. And the first item is high jump boots. All 4 seeds have had early vertical mobility. RK is the first to check the item in the ceiling. It's missiles. And the second item is also missiles, which means Bomb Terizo, one more time, can only have bombs or power bombs. This could also be a blessed seed. Oh, congratulations on getting a vaccine shot, Sailor Jade. When is your shot number 2? Oh, fantastic. Yeah, unfortunately, here in Ontario, my options were AstraZeneca or nothing. And so I had my AstraZeneca shot not this past Friday, or not this past Thursday, but the Thursday before. And Friday was not fun. My next shot is in a couple of months, probably. So there's that. And we had power bombs at Bomb Terizo. That's important. We are watching Super Metroid races, not talking about real-world events. We had some power bombs at Bomb Terizo, not a blessed seed. And both of our runners are heading to 230 missiles. There we go. No, they don't. They sold. They're offloading their AstraZeneca to Canada. Yeah, if only they had been able to come here first. Excuse me. But Zeb heads down to Terminator, and there's Varia. We didn't even do a prediction. There's Varia's suit. Varia squad wins again. Apologies to everyone. Red, could you please set up a prediction for gravity before or after 15 minutes? And that of super missiles in the back of Gauntlet. And that's gravity picked up before or after 15 minutes. You couldn't have 5K'd it, Tyson. There was no prediction to be had. And we have RK bomb jumping up to criteria power bombs. Some early route divergence. So this gives the runners just under 10 minutes to find gravity suit. And Zeb needs a bit of ammo to get through that door. There's a grappling beam. And Zeb has the 5 missiles required. Missiles, energy tank. And super missiles. Yep. No, that's entirely fair. Go ahead and vote in that prediction. Zeb with the reverse mock ball to collect the super missiles underneath the crumble bridge. And Zeb is going to be the first to Edecoons. RK picking up the Varia suit at the end of Terminator. And has to get 2 Brinstar. Zeb taking a bit of a lead. RK having that grapple beam. And there's X-Ray. Zeb does not pick that up. And more super missiles at the Edecoon's pocket. RK having just enough missiles to get through that door. Will be rewarded with a bunch of ammo here. And Zeb does not mockball out of the Edecoon's pocket and takes a fall. There are some missiles outside Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible itself is more missiles. Zeb picks those up. RK starting in on Edecoons. And Zeb goes right to the wave gate again. X-ray also not picked up by RK. Super missiles behind the wave gate. And Zeb with that classy damage boost. Excuse me. Zeb checking the back of Spore Spawn now. It's missiles. Those do not get picked up. Yes. Well, if by X-ray weapon bugs you mean the microwave beam, yes, microwave gets used quite a bit. If there are other X-ray weapon techs, I don't know. I haven't seen them be used. Zeb is going straight on. Face these side hoppers. And check construction zone. Super missiles. And Zeb is out. Four minutes for gravity to be picked up. There are some missiles in the Green Hill Zone pipe. And Zeb decides to head down Red Tower. RK picking up the power bombs at Charge Beam. Zeb checking in on the Thrice Beam. Fair enough, Unos. There's a lot of terminology to this game. And some of it depends on which community you belong to. Zeb heads into Kraid. And RK heads down as well, but is going to check the X-ray location. Zeb places the power bomb like one square to the left of where it needed to be. And has to spend another one to reveal a missile. Super missiles for RK at X-ray. Zeb versus Kraid. And those are 4 super missiles. Kraid is down. super missiles behind Kraid. Nothing terribly exciting. 1407. And RK turns around and is going up Red Tower. RK is going to check Alpha Power Bombs first. Trade Pocket. Missiles. Super Missiles at Alpha Power Bombs. 9 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Energy Tank, not a Gravity Suit. Gravity Suit will be found after 15 minutes. Congratulations, winners. Super Missiles at High Jump. That looked like a Wave Beam. And that's a Space Jump for Zeb at High Jump, and Missiles for RK at Beta Power Bombs. Space Jump and Wave Beam. We have Missiles at Crocomire Escape. And RK is betting on Wrecked Ship again. Zeb is going to check the Ice Beam location. Oh, Crumble Shaft first. And that's a reserve tank at the end of the maze. Crumble Shaft is a reserve tank as well. Both runners seeing reserve tanks at the same time, not picking them up. And Zeb checks Ice. Ice is just missiles. Disappointing for the only time we've seen the Ice Beam check in this series. And Zeb did not mockball out underneath that gate. RK checking the spooky item. Spooky Super Missiles. And Super Missiles in the lava. Those get picked up. Zeb's health situation pretty low. RK takes on Fantoon. Varia Suit, 320 health. Power Bombs at the base of Bubble Mountain. A very nice doppel by RK gets a bunch of missiles pumped into Fantoon. And we get a fast into another doppel. And a slow pattern. I think that's slow. Charge beam for Zeb316, removing the need for ammo altogether, and an energy tank, which is going to fix this health situation. Vantoon is down for RK, and Zeb's Norfair reserve check pays off pretty well. RK collects an energy tank from the right side supers, and Zeb picks up the plasma beam. Plasma plus wave equals the twice beam. So we have twice beam for Zeb. No, not nice. Twice. Nice is a different beam. And Zeb, with charge and plasma, is probably looking back at that skipped X-ray and going, oh well. Could have been microwave. Oh well. RK checking wreck ship energy tank. No save this time. And it's an energy tank. And with this loadout, Zeb is going to Crocomire? Are we in fact seeing Keep the Faith? We are in fact seeing a Crocomire fight. Not that it is much of a fight. Wave plasma and charge. I mean, there is wrecked ship, Nepti, but yeah, if you're gonna clear out down here, you might as well clear out down here. I agree, Lower Norfair is dangerous with this health. There's an energy tank behind Crocomire. Yeah. And there are some super missiles in the wreck ship attic. Just missiles. Zeb nopes out and heads down. Meanwhile, RK is going to check the missiles in the sky. High jump making this check less frustrating, but not frustrating. And there's gravity in the sign room. Cosine room. And RK is going to IBJ up to missiles in the sky. That check paid off 100% for Zeb. Yep. I think Zeb is in go mode here, minus nothing really. Super missiles in the sky. Like, Zeb would like ice or speed to not have to do crystal flashes. But that's about it. Bombs crystal flash is free. Missiles and super missiles for Turian with no ice and speed. With no ice and no speed, you have to make it through the 4 Zebatites, which I think are 12 missiles apiece. So 48 there. Plus the 30-something for Mother Brain's tank. Plus the 60 supers for Mother Brain. Several. I'm gonna go with several. There's an energy tank for RK at the gravity suit location. Yeah, ice or speed could definitely be in Meridia. Ship was not great, it's true. Probably, because it becomes 3 super missiles per Zebatite equals 12, and then, yeah, plenty of tank ammo. And there's another energy tank for Zeb. That's 12 plus 3 doors, 15 super missiles, and then something like 30 missiles for the tank. I don't know exactly the math for it. And Zeb starts this fight with 31 super missiles. And that is a Ridley fight. And Zeb is noping out. There is nothing there that is of use to him at all. Gonna kill the pirates on the way out, though. We actually had a Fantoon skip. I think it was in RK's, in one of RK's races against MM2. RK ran out of Meridia, past the ship, down to Turian, had to sit through the cutscene before being allowed to leave, went back, killed Fantoon, ran past the ship again. I think this was the same race. Gets 2 Metroid rooms in, realizes he needs super missiles, runs back to the ship again, refills at the ship, and still wins the race. I think that was the G3. And there's Screw Attack. Coming a little bit late, but still a nice to have for Zeb. Oh my. No, RK actually had to sit through the cutscene. And RK picks up Space Jump at High Jump. And Wave Beam for RK. Zeb taking another moment to refill here. Get some super missiles back. And Zeb is going for Speedless Speedway, which is not a problem at all, because there's no Ice Beam to accidentally freeze the frogs. Maybe it was MM2 that G3'd. It was in the MM2 versus RK set of races. And RK picks up Charge. And the energy tank. Super missile at Main Street. Crab regular missile. And Zeb is not checking Mama Turtle. Zeb is just going straight through. Zeb is done with this. We are going to see a Crystal Flash. Unless Zeb knows of some other technique, some other block you can hit that, you know, destroys the stuff. There's Plasma for RK. There it is, the Crystal Flash. And Bot Wound versus Charged Plasma. Turns out Charge Wave Plasma wins. Gravity was in the cosine room. All right, and Redemption has looked at the records, and it was in fact MM2 that G3'd, which means that the being low on missiles was, I believe, RK in a different race. But MM2 managed to G3 and still win. And there's Ice Beam for Zeb, last locationed. I'm being told MM2 lost that race. Oh, I guess he would have had to, since it was 1-1 in the screenshot. Alright, well, ignore everything I've ever said ever. All of these races are blending together in my head, and I can't keep things straight. RK is Charge Wave Plasma-ing Crocomire. That's going to be a dead Crocomire. Yeah, probably. Oh, yes. MM2 died to Metroids in match 3. Took a bunch of acid damage and powered through and then got nommed and died. Yes. Yes. Gravity is currently on Samus Aran on the left and in cosine room on the right. And RK is about to last location it, or almost last location it. And no, with the grapple check, it is going to be a last location. Just missiles at grapple. Just missiles at Indiana Jones. Just gravity suit at cosine room. And Zeb is on his way out of Meridia. Zeb is across the moat and is headed straight to wreck ship. That really convenient ice beam means that Zeb does not have to worry about power bombing Metroids. And the full beam combo means that he doesn't have to worry about dealing damage to Mother Brain. Ice means a Zebetite skip. Like, that ice beam is huge in terms of Zeb's ammo situation, in that there is no situation. And Fantoon is down for Zeb. Oh yes, RK is very behind right now. RK has 2 bosses to go, and spent all of Wrecked Ship looking for Gravity Suit and did not find it. And an energy tank of shame. I wonder where Speed is. Speed could be in a bunch of places. And Zeb is not going to refill at the ship. 25-7. And RK starts in on Ridley. While Zeb starts in on Turian. Yeah, it could be in the rodent room. It could be at any of the 3-4 screw attack checks. And Zeb is through Metroid Room 2, onto Metroid Room 3. And lastly, Metroid Room 4. Now, I don't know how much time it is to beat the game from this point forward, but this is going to be really close to a sub 50. For Zeb, that is. It is going to be a bit longer than 50 minutes for RK, assuming RK finishes the seed. And RK picks up Screw Attack. Zeb facing right, saves 40 frames standing up, and is past the Metroid cutscene. Health refill, no menu here. Probably. I mean, RK did forfeit match 1 and match 2, just so that they could be moving on to match 3. He might just finish it out. And Zeb is through the Zebatites. And Zeb has 10 missiles to spare against Mother Brain. RK going for Speedless Speedway. And is through, no problems. Again, without ice, it's impossible to freeze one of the frogs and get stuck in the blocks. I'm not sure if they can just block one of your shots, though, causing bad things to happen. And Zeb316 gets hit by Ketchup, but it's not going to matter. Zeb has plenty of energy left. Mother Brain is charging her laser, and go! The Suitless Meridia was in Game 1. Suitless Meridia sub 50 was Game 1. RK making some great movement through Meridia. And this is going to be a save. And RK is going to remove both suits and damage down, while Zeb316 collects the Hyper Beam. And is going to pump lasers into Mother Brain's punching bag head. And Mother Brain is down. And RK gets the Crystal Flash Clip and is on to Botwoon. And Botwoon is down. Zeb, again, no speed booster. Needs to wall climb here. Some wall jumps up the left wall. And Zeb is through the landing zone. Jumps up, presses down, and Zeb has finished in first place with an official SRL time of 50 minutes, 37 seconds. And rkctkc has forfeited from the race. I am joined in the booth by rkctkc, who has just finished playing 4 Super Metroid matches in a row. I am also joined by our SMRAT bracket gold medal champion, Zeb316. Congratulations to the both of you for making it this far in the tournament. This was an incredible set of matches to watch and comment on.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. So yeah, those were all pretty fast seeds, to be honest.
Like, for you,
For real. I last location that gravity on this seed.
Oh yeah, this one, yeah. I thought you might have gone up, but I really didn't want to risk going up because I don't know, with no way across wreck ship. You already got very in high jump.
Oh yeah. So think about
down.
that. As soon as I got those bombs, I went and bomb jumped up to the landing site PVs and got a grapple.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Okay, interesting.
So I figured with the grapple and the Varia, wreck ship, is in logic now.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what it has, and it had nothing.
Yeah, that was a good play.
Had ammo.
Like that's really interesting with that grapple in logic. Yeah, going to wreck ship would have been like, I think that's a completely reasonable play in that situation. So
it turned out to not work out. I couldn't make any good plays at all these last 4 seeds.
You won round 3.
Yeah,
so
I guess
you made better plays.
Yeah, on that one. But still, wreck ship had nothing, and I went to wreck ship.
Right.
Everywhere. I fully expected to lose. You're such a monster. But I'm just happy there wasn't a clean sweep.
Yeah, if we can talk about any seed of the ones we've done, that first one was so much fun. It was pretty crazy. I love any seed in SMRAT that I get to do suit with Meridia. And I was thinking about how to beat an upplay for most of that seed. When I went down, I was planning on skipping Ice and Croc, because I figured, yeah, I did Bubble Mountain, which is kind of slow, but not too bad. Otherwise, everything that I'm doing is in the way, and then I can go up after Norfair, and I might still be able to beat an upplay by doing that. So that's kind of what my thought was on the first seed. And then I found that grapple at Fireflies, and I was all like, oh, I can do Suitless now, never mind. I'm not going to check pretty much anything else. So, yeah, that's kind of my thought process.
I have it on good authority that Nevdi has some words for you about that Mother Brain save in the first seed set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt pretty confident, and I was a little bit scared of a double hit catch up that would have done 400 damage to me, that would have put me down below 300 energy. So, yeah, that's the reason I saved.
That's entirely reasonable. That is entirely reasonable.
And then the second seed was even faster than the first one. It was like if you went down and then you went into Meridia, which so I was actually kind of planning on going up so what I like to do, I like to, instead of going reverse beam route, I like to just check the first item. The second seed, I found that screw, and the screw put the wave into logic, which put speed into logic, which put gravity into logic. So at that point, I was like, okay, I guess I'll go to Meridia because I've got speed plus gravity. And that lets you check pretty much all of Meridia, and most of the Meridia checks are kind of like along the way, whereas most of the wreck ship checks are like you kill Fantoon and then you're kind of doing stuff out of the way after that.
Yeah.
I think in that second seed, you still needed up logic to do Gauntlet, to go get the wave beam, to go get the other stuff, and that was Space Jump, which was in wrecked ship.
Okay.
But you had the through logic, absolutely, and then all of the up logic was locked behind the stuff that you made your way into.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was thinking about also in that second seed skipping high jump area and just going straight into Meridia, which would have ended up.
And then that
out.
was 2 beams, wasn't it?
It was ice.
Wasn't that?
I think it was
ice.
just ice. It was like 2 power bombs, a missile, and ice beam. I think.
Right. I think it was charged plasma in the first one, or something silly like that.
I think that was the first one. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I went straight to Lower Norfair, didn't check any Upper Norfair in that one.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
But
You just played 4 consecutive hours of Super Metroid. All 4 seeds blurred into one Ultra seed.
Yeah, by the end of the last couple of races, fatigue was definitely setting in a little bit in my gameplay. Especially that third race with speed and no high jump boots. I think I played that one really badly, but like, what can you do?
Sure.
Like I saw the message come in from RK at the end of match 3, and I was just like, well, here we go. And then I commented with Red that I would have loved but also hated if RK had taken match 4 and you just wanted to go straight to midnight for match 5.
Yeah, I'm not sure I would have been able to do another one after this.
I had plans.
I wouldn't do another one after this one. I'm pretty tired.
I had plans to sit on the couch and play Yakuza, beating up Asian people as an Asian guy until bedtime, but I'm doing this now. This is my life.
Man.
Yeah.
It was still fun. All the seeds were okay.
Yeah, the last
they were all pretty fast seeds if you went the correct way, you know.
So the last seed, it kind of felt similar to the first seed because we got an early high. Well, it's crazy how we got early high jump 3 times out of 4.
Early vertical movement all 4 times.
Yep. We got space jump the one time that we didn't get high jump.
Yeah.
Like, I hope you're used to the early game movement with high jump because you're gonna be doing a lot of that.
And no, I wasn't. It tripped me up quite a bit going up climb and then going up parlor and then trying to get out of Alcatraz. I probably lost 30 seconds every time I had high jump boots.
I do need to point out that 100% of the seeds in which a runner had Kraid stand up, that runner won.
So the one time that RK had...
Yeah, I had to stand up once.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't have any, so...
No. It was just an important stat to mention.
I was quite nervous through all of the matches.
Yeah.
So gameplay is not, perfectly on point. Like the.
I'm curious what would have happened in that third match if I hadn't done the early gauntlet. I think that would have been really, really close if I had done the top wreck ship and you didn't, but I didn't do that early gauntlet with bombs.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think that would have made it super close. But...
Yeah, it appears that your movement is just far superior to mine. You're on a different level, I'm I'm still in the 50s for any percent. You know, low
Yeah,
50.
randomizer movement is a little bit different than 80% movement. Like I played against Nevdi in randomizer many times, and he's got like almost 2 minutes faster of any percent time, but like random movement is just so different. It's completely different animal. So.
Oh man, I'm tired. This really took it out of me.
Understandably.
Also,
Understandably.
so that last seed was really similar to the first seed, like I was saying. But there were a couple of differences that made me play it pretty different. First one is we didn't have any screw, and we didn't have any E-tanks. Or many E-tanks, I guess. And that made me think, basically... So in the first seed, I was trying to beat an up play, and the second one, or in the last one, I wasn't, because my Lore Norfair, if I went like straight from Mountain to Lore Norfair, was going to be really slow. And so I wasn't going to be able to beat an up play if gravity was up. So because of that, I was checking like Ice Beam, and I went to Croc. Although I probably would have gone to Croc either way because of the Wave Beam putting in logic. But yeah, I just kind of figured if you went up and there was a gravity suit there, that I was just lost that one. So
I just knew when I found the grapple beam at the landing site PBs, I thought, yes, I'm gonna win this one. Something is gonna be over in Wreck Ship. And I went and seen Navaria that just made it even more likely.
Yeah.
It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, that's also that third seed. I liked going to Wreck Ship first, even though like it ended up being a bust completely.
Oh yeah, the third seed. We had speed already at that time, but I only had one tank, and I did reverse meme and was going to do climb supers, but I had no health, so I farmed all the space pirates in the climb shaft.
I tried to do the same thing.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, but I realized I'm not going to get enough health, so I just went to the ship, and refilled and saved, and then I went to check climb supers, and it was just an E-tank.
I just completely bailed on climb supers altogether. Since I didn't get the health there, I'm not coming back for it.
Yeah, I figured that was like, if I wasn't checking it then, I wasn't going to check it, and I kind of wanted to check it, so. Yeah.
When I was farming, I just thought, this is dumb, and they were all dropping missiles. Like,
yeah, I know.
Meanwhile, people were really excited about your 2 power bomb drop against some Metroids in the first Metroid room, RK, in match 3. People are just well, there we go.
I had 15 power bombs, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah, you had enough. It was just
But in the last race that I did in the semifinals, I didn't get. Was that? No, that was in the Rando League. I'm sorry, I'm mixing stuff up. I only had 5 power bombs in Metroid rooms, and I didn't get any drops. I had to go out 3 times in one of those races I did.
Well,
but that's the way it works. When you don't need them, you're getting them.
For sure.
Well, RK, do you want to speak about your experience this year in SMRAT?
This is my first Super Metroid tournament ever. I just started playing Super Metroid just within the last year.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah. I liked it. It made me join another tournament, afterwards. Maybe join in some more. Hopefully I can stand with the best of them eventually. But everybody's been nice, and everybody's been encouraging. It's been a great experience.
Yeah.
Well, we're really glad to have had you, and you say that you need to spend some time practicing to stand with the best. You are second place to Zeb316 right now. I don't know if you noticed or anything.
Yeah, I noticed, but I think I just got lucky to get here. A lot of stuff had to happen for me to get to where I'm at. I just got on the good side of the bracket there. The Sloters was in the other side with him. You know, if I'd happened to have been in there, I would have been out in the second round. You know.
Well, find out next year on 2022.
For sure.
Because I'm not allowed to make jokes about the SMRAT Summer Series anymore. I've been told that no, that subject is very off limits, and I'm not allowed to mention SMRAT 2021 Summer Series ever again. So I'm not going to. Zeb, do you want to speak to this SMRAT 2021?
I just think it, like, I don't know. I think it's pretty crazy that I actually ended up winning both of these last two SMRATs. Like, I don't know, like people now have kind of seen me more as like this huge rando player or whatnot. I've never really seen myself quite like that so much. But it is really cool to have won like back-to-back rando tournaments of this one. And hopefully I can win the Rando League too. That'd be really cool. But yeah, it's been fun. I like this logic a lot actually for full randomizer. I think that because of the restrictions on it, you can read the seed a lot better than if there were like no restrictions on where the items could be. And that means that you can kind of like, if it were full randomizer with like Rando League logic, it would kind of, I feel like it would kind of be a crapshoot, and like, because everywhere would be open so early in the race that like you wouldn't be able, by limiting the number of checks in a full randomizer like this one does, it makes it, I think, so that you can I guess play better and read the seed better, and it makes it so that the better player will win more often than if it weren't. So
yeah, no, I definitely agree with that logic, pun intended. And it also lets you emphasize the tricks that you know.
yeah,
For
sure.
example, Mr. I don't need a gravity suit to do to do Meridia. It's fine, don't worry.
Yeah, that kind of stuff is also really fun to do, like breaking logic. And I really like when you break the logic, it gives you a lot of information a lot of the time. Like if you find something behind something somewhere you're not supposed to be, it can tell you something about another item. I like that a lot. So.
Like finding the wave beam at the back of the gauntlet, for example. In you just know I'm going to find screw attack somewhere pretty close. Once you realize that wave was needed to get speed booster, etc.
Which was needed to get gravity. Yep.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm going to say it again. Congratulations to the both of you, our first place and second place finalists in the rat bracket, SMRAT 2021. Please go give both of these people follows. Go follow Zeb316. Go follow rkctkc. It's kind of impossible to comment on a race without there being a race going on. And so these two are the stars of the show. Without them, you would be watching someone else on Twitch probably, because you wouldn't be sitting here watching a black screen while I talk at you. That's just not fun.
I really appreciate you sticking through us for these last over 4 hours of races
4 hours
here.
of comms is quite a commitment.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing that.
I'm sure it really took a toll on you.
Like I said, I'm gonna go sit on my couch and play Yakuza for the rest of the night and not talk to anybody, so it'll be fine. We do, as Red is saying in chat, still have the Mouse and Gerbil finals to go. I don't know if they've been scheduled yet. Gerbil finals, match 1, match 2 on the 4th, so tomorrow. Mouse finals on the 5th, but during the afternoon. Gerbil finals are tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., 8:30, and they need a third match scheduled at some point. And Mouse is 2 p.m. and 3:15 on Wednesday.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So please come out for those. Thank you very much once again, both of you,
Yep.
for the last 4 hours of entertainment. And thank you, Sailor Jade, for tracking all 4 races. Go follow her. We have the social thing, do the Discord thing, do the Twitter thing. Watch the VODs, watch the highlights. They're all amazing. On behalf of everyone here at Speedrunners Arena, Zeb,
Yep.
RK, myself, Sailor Jade, and all the rest of the people responsible for putting these on, thank you very much for watching. We will see you next mission.